Maji Maya Fasti agus a hish mahori and Shackland shot to Majigober Cabbageal Shay and Tornapa Mór. We are working off chapter 6 this week, The Enormous Turnip. And The Enormous Turnip is a classic story. Agus Tagan Sheon and Rush, it comes from Russia originally, this story. Chain she Fried na glunti agus ogloon go gloon. It goes down through the generations from generation to generation. Agus bunin na pashti and saltas. The children really enjoy it. So we are going to tell the story sasrai in sequence, in order. So an ord kyart in the right order. And we're going to learn the principal names of the people in the story. And we are going to learn the principal phrases and lines that come up in the story. As in, they pulled and they pulled, but they still could not get the turnip out. And then they called the next person. I guess they helped, but they pulled and they pulled, but they could still not get the turnip out, and so on. And then we'll also be learning to call the wife, to call the boy, to call the girl, to call the dog, to call the cat, and then finally, vi planning and fairmure, finally the farmer has a plan. August Kershey Scarch Aaron Lucko Ladger, he calls Mighty Mouse, the strong mouse himself, to give a hand. And then Pop, Hannock and Tornapa Mór, Amma, Ass and Fark. Out comes the turnip from the park. So Rahamaj Fried and Skiel will go through the story, and we will see what happens in this story. And we will try to listen very carefully to the principal lines of the story, boys and girls, so that we can catch on to the phrases. So, La Awoin, Hui and Fairmure and Moi sa Fark, August Hannock she Tornapa Mór, Egg Fast sa Fark. One day the farmer went out into the park and he saw an enormous turnip growing in his field. Rin she irecht a harin jama. He attempted to pull it out. Ac ni hoku lesh a harin jama, but he was unable to pull it out. Hershey scarch a ban Keela, he called his wife, his ban Keela, his wife. Agus van Keela Gutjama agus tor kojidum and Tornapa Mór shaw a harinjama. Wifey, please come out, please, and help me to pull out this turnip. So out she came. Agus rin and verch aku irat a harinjama. Then the two of them attempted to pull it out. Acne hokula a harinjama, but they could not pull it out. And shin Hersheyed glech buhel agus and Kailin, buhel Kailin. Gutjama agus tor kodji doing and Tornapa Mór shaw a harinjama. Girl, boy, come out please and help us to try and pull out this enormous turnip. So out came the boy and girl. Agus hussy gatana ig. Everyone started pulling. Harin shiad agus harin shiad acne hokula and Tornapa Mór a harinjama. They pulled and they pulled, but they could not pull the turnip out. And shin vi plan ega ella eg aku. Then they had another plan. Hersheyed scarch in the hanvi hasawala. They called the animals at home. And Madu agus and cat. Madu, cat, gutjama agus tor kodju doing and Tornapa Mór shaw a harinjama. Dog, cat, come out and help us please pull out this enormous turnip from the field. So hussy gat na ig. Everyone started pulling. Harin shiad agus harin shiad, ac ni hokula and Tornapa Mór a harin shama. They all started pulling, but they could not pull the enormous turnip out. And shin Hannock smuinev hagen fermure. Then vi planega. Then a thought came to the farmer. He had a plan. Hershey scarch an luckog beg buijak. He called the little mouse. Hershey scarch an luckog veg ladger. He called the Lucko Gladger, he called the little mouse, the strong little mouse. Agus hussy gat the ig tarinch, everyone started pulling. Harin shiad agus harin shiad, acne hokula and Tornapa Mór a harin shama. They pulled and they pulled, but they could not get it out. And shin rin shiad irach figo, then they tried again. Harin shiad agus pop, kaje a harla na, pop, Hannock and Tornapa Mór and Ma le flesk. Then they tried a second time and they pulled and popped. Out came the enormous turnip. Agus hitch gat dana talu. Everyone fell on the ground. and ihe sin hí béle jazz junior acu hí Henry Tornapa acu gatana acu am junior. That night all of them had a lovely dinner, and they all had a béle bra, a lovely meal, béle bra, a lovely meal. The Henry Tornapa of turnip soup agus bhí gatana lan go bhfuil. Everybody was full to the gills. Agus bhí siad intasasta gur Hannick and Tornapa Mór shot ama as an ferk. They were very happy that this enormous turnip had come out from the park. Agus sin our scéal and seachtain seo, boys and girls. That's our story for the week. We have to practice the verbs haring siad agus haring siad. They pulled and they pulled. Ac ní hocu lá and Tornapa Mór a haring ma. And then we're going to plan gotcha ma agus tor you doing tan Tornapa Mór shot, tan Tornapa shot raw war. Come out and help us. This turnip is too big. And then they all helped, and so on. So we'll be practicing that and having fun, dramatising that out, doing a little bit of drama with that this week in the classroom, boys and girls. So now Janigi Jarmid sry and scéal. Don't forget the sequence of the story now. Agus Kea Hanakama duas, who came out first, and Shin, then who came out, and so on. And be me Kirkesh na Shin Haku Ari and Ranga. I'll be asking you those questions during the lessons. Gramila Moigav.